the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Miami Hurricanes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, because both teams are fighting for their status in the college football playoff rankings, both in the top 50, but they need these crucial strength of schedule wins to impress the committee. When the Big 12 takes on the ACC, there is a lot on the line because these two teams will look at this outcome of this game in the postseason and how it will affect their seeding later on. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Red Raiders kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded at several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you've got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Throwing, Mensah. Makes the grab. He goes down. He needed to get forward to pick up that first down, and now they've got a decision to make on 4th. Going for the marker on the ground. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. With the catch, it's Vaughn.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Makes a catch. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. And now on second down for this offense. The run inside. It's Fletcher. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. They're going to mark this one at the 15. Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. A missed field goal ruined the last drive. Now a chance to get points here on this drive in the first quarter. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to it. It's a fumble on the play. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The give is to Williams. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
He's got 42 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. Got enough for the first. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Mensah. That's caught. It's Fletcher.
And that's the beauty of playing zone coverage, man. Everybody has vision on the quarterback. So when he drops to throw and that ball comes out, you should break as soon as his hand separates from the football. He does, sees the running back in the flat, runs up, and makes sure he gets no yards after that catch.
Finds his big tight end. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the grab in their space. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. On first down, here comes this offense. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Here's Mensah to throw. Snagged out of the air. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Canes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Powers through the defender. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
He might want another play. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The play action fake. Starts to scramble to the left. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Canes! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is no good. No good, and they're still down one. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The extra point here would tie the game. And it's no good, and they're still down by one. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. At the 35, he's loose. Lots of running room. The 20. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do you. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. And the returner goes down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Complete. Runs through the tackle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. Throwing, Mensah. He'll try to do it himself. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Here's a heat. It's complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Might be changing the route. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Buys a little time. He's going to run it. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick six. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time, but you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Finding some room. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Now on first down from the 28. Quarterback may change. Going in motion. Trying to move them on the counter. But not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Mensah. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. After getting pushed back on the holding call, here comes 2nd and long. Go. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Handoff for Brown, and works his way to the 19. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Going for it all. He's got it along the sideline. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Mensah to throw. With the catch, it's Lofton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Running inside, it's Williams. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. And the Red Raiders will hustle to the line. To the air, it's Hammond. Makes the grab, it's Carpenter. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 2. The give is to Williams. He'll have enough for the 1st down. They'll maintain possession. We'll see if they're happy enough just to let the clock run out.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The run inside. It's Williams. Finds a crease at the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there.
He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at LSU taking on the...
He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went into half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently and to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Throwing, Mensah. The short hands, it's Vaughn. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback be going the other direction.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. He's got it. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Pocket breaking down. Buried before he could blink.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Offense going to be challenged to protect on third down after that last sack. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And the Canes will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Give to the single back. Got a little grass. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Off the play fake on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Johnson. Gets away from one, he's got space. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Dickey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season. It's now 2nd and 10. And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And the extra point was good. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. The offense changing the play. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Gets the back moving. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Plucks it out of the air. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. On the ground with the counter. Maybe a crease. The 30. Past the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And he makes the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week.
Turning it on! Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Mensah. Working that left side now. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Back to pass on second down. Touchdown, Hurricane! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
He'll try to tack on one more. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. After that last possession, the interception, which did lead to a touchdown, might want to mix in a few more running plays with this big lead here. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
As we check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking...
Turning on the jet. 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
And he tacks on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Compton. That gamble. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here's Mensah to throw. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Wide open, and it's a foot race. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. Scanning the field, it's Hammond. Makes the catch. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and looking for the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Throwing, Mensah. That's caught. It's Fletcher. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. New set of downs after the completion. Running inside, it's Fletcher. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He now has 111 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. And the Canes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over. Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He slings it deep to the left. And here's the third interception of the night. Takes it the other way. He runs out of bounds. Football is secured, and so